Let's go.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Ninja Reviewer here. I'm here to give my, not really too long of a video, just really quick on the Akame Got Killed English dub premiere on Toonami with the very first episode, since I don't think a lot of people has even talked about this, like, as of yet. I don't really know. So when it comes to the English dub of Akame Got Killed, I will say this, it's not horrible. I've seen more horrible dubs, but it's not really great either. I will say it's solid to decent at best. But again, it's only the first episode. I'll have to get used to the voice actors as I go along with the English dub version, because there's a lot of things when it comes to dubs. I have to get used to certain voice actors not sounding too much the same like their Japanese counterparts, and stuff like that. So that's something I really have to get used to. But whatever though. So let's begin with the voice actors for Night Raid. I'm just basically going to talk about the Night Raid crew. Like the girl, when it comes to the first episode, I forget, the one that, pretty much brought Toonami, and the whole drill if you watched it. Now, I have watched this entire series before in Japan when it was airing last summer to fall of 2014. I did review this series on my latest existing channel that doesn't exist anymore now, which was Anime Game Freak 89. And if you guys remember that, if you were subscribers to me, good for you. You guys remember that I actually did review that series. And a lot of people didn't really consider this like the best because of the manga differences from the anime and stuff like that and blah, blah, blah. But this was actually my most favorite anime I enjoyed last year of 2014. Like, the feels, man, the emotions, the action, the characters, which kind of sucks. I have to get attached to certain ones because some of them fucking die, which sucks. But whatever, though. I will say, though, that it was actually a really awesome experience. I really enjoyed it a lot. It was definitely my favorite because, it's like Game of Thrones. You never know who the hell is going to be next to actually die on the front lines there. So you never know. So overall, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was actually a really awesome anime. Maybe I'll have a review of the anime, when I get a chance to. I mean, unless maybe I'll wait until the English dub finishes, and then after that, after rewatching it again, then I'll do the review of it. But, oh man, dude, this series was just off the chain. But the manga, I heard, isn't doing as good as it was back in Japan. But again, I'm starting a bit. Definitely, not only this was like my most favorite, I did like my other most favorite was the first half of Stardust Crusaders last year. I really enjoyed that one a lot, and I was glad Fairy Tail came back. 2014 was pretty awesome, except for like Sailor Moon Crystal didn't live up to the hype, and I promise I will do that video of why Sailor Moon Crystal was such a huge flop, a huge failure when it comes to just whatever. I mean, even though it's manga material, and of course it's Toei, so, and then the waiting for the, the pacing, oh my god. But again, I'll get to that in a future video. I did have a Toriko video, which that's not there anymore, which was my thoughts on that as well, but that's not about that, and I'm glad the anime's over. Oh, thank god. So, I mean, unless they do a reboot, which I hope the reboot does extremely more better, unless they wait more further to get into the gourmet world, and maybe I'll give them another chance. But I don't know, man. I just don't freaking know. Anyways, so let's just get on to the actual dub. I have the casting list right here already. So first of all, Tatsumi. Let's go with our main man here, Tatsumi. Played by Corey Hartzog. I think I've seen his voice acting before. I think he was in High School of the Dead. I don't know if he played the main character. I don't remember because I'm not too big when it comes to Sentai Filmworks voice actors. I'm really not, to be perfectly honest with you, when it comes to that. So if he's worked on something that was actually pretty good and I just forgot about, just let me know in the comment section down below. That'd be great. Yeah, I think he captured Tatsumi's emotions quite well, from his, his random funny ass side to his really serious side when he really wants to be serious. So yeah, he captured a lot of those great emotions. So it's pretty good. Also, not only that, but get really quick note here. Seeing this on TV in HD format on the big screen was a really awesome experience too. Just seeing this shit in high definition, just watching this shit was just incredible. It was really cool just to capture the experience of watching anime on TV again, which I thought was actually really nice. So again, really, really good quality there. I mean, compared to just watching on my computer or whatever on my phone, etc., etc. So yeah, so overall, I thought, as an experience, just watching on TV was such a bliss. But moving on from that, though, like I said, Tatsumi, really good job there when it comes to that. Next is Molly Searcy. Molly Searcy. Well, I mean, not Molly Searcy. I mean, Akame. Oh, Akame. Yes, my bad. Akame, who is played by Molly Searcy. Now, Akame's voice, you can either love it or hate it, but for me, I don't know. It sounds a bit too, I don't know, bland, or not only that, but it kind of sounds like, I don't know, maybe it kind of does it to fit the character, because she does have this weird side where she can act a little bit, I guess cute, not cute, but like random. You know how like the anime do those like really like dark black eyes, like in that whole, like, those expressions, you know what I'm talking about, like those. I guess maybe it can fit with that, but on top of that, she sounds a bit way more older than she is. Like, she sounds like she's more older than, like, younger, which I don't know why. I thought that we chose, like, a more younger voice actress for her to make her sound more younger. She kind of sounds like she's more older than she, like, appears to be, like, pretty much. Like, I don't know why, because isn't Akame more, like, in her, like, beginning 20s, beginning young adult woman, I think. I'm not technically so sure. I believe it was, I think. So it's kind of weird that she sounds more like she's in her freaking 30s compared to 20s, which is kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe. I guess I have to get used to it. Again, is that a thing? I have to get used to it, because it has been a while since I've watched the Japanese version, the original version, but I guess it could fit. I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt, I guess. Next, we got Mine. Oh, this was my bitch, man. I love Mine. Mine is voiced by... Sorry about that. So, let me see the, so yeah, so like I said, for Akame, so mine, Christina Kelly, I heard her a little bit, and she's actually quite good. Like I said, I only heard a little bit of it, and her voice actress is it kind of looks like it kind of fits her character, so I could sort of, I guess, again, I would have to maybe, get used to it. So, yeah, her voice is actually pretty good. I guess it gets the job done with her, especially when she says the lines like, you're late and stuff like that. Like, she did have some lines more like at the ending. She didn't really have it like all the way, but most of it would have to go to Leon, Leon, whatever her name is. Leon, her voice, I will say, I don't know what it is, but it sounds... I don't know. I guess it sounds really, really tomboyish for some reason. I don't know why, but it sounds really tomboyish, considering even though with her, even though I don't really know if she really... I mean, I guess for her character's sake, but other than that, she's more of like a tomboy. I mean, she's not really... I mean, she kind of is, sort of. I mean, I think it sort of fits her character, kind of, but not really as much. Because with her, she's kind of more of like the girl. I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, when it comes to her, I guess she is kind of... Oh, well, actually, yeah, she is kind of like a tomboy. Actually, no. If I do remember correctly, Leon was kind of like a tomboyish kind of girl, or woman, whatever. So, yeah, I guess it does pretty much fit her. Leon is pretty good, because it does fit with her tomboyish kind of character, so it does, kind of fit in a way. So, and then now that I think about it, she was kind of like that anyway, so I was going to be like, yeah, so, it does pretty much fit with her character quite well. She kind of sounds, I don't know if no, she can't be the same voice actress as Rainbow Dash. I highly doubt that. I mean, that would be kind of interesting, but no, like, I highly doubt that. No, yeah, see, I knew I was exaggerating, because it's definitely not the same voice actress, of course not. I don't really think she would even dub as much for anime anyway. So anyway, so Leon's voice actress is kind of cool. I like it. It definitely does fit her role quite well with her tomboyish character. Now we go to Jessica Bourne, which is playing Sheely, and I think Sheely, it does fit. I like Sheely's voice. It does fit her, at some points quite well. Sheely, I only heard a little bit of it, and she does kind of have some kind of potential when it comes to Sheely. Sheely, there's some potential there. There's some potential for Sheely. She does sound like she is pretty much in character. So I would have to hear more of her to get my first thoughts on it. Lubach, who's playing Tyler Galindo. I think Lubach sounds pretty cool. He sounds like a pretty cool swag kind of guy. Like Lubach, I remember him being pretty cool, even though he was kind of more of like that ladies man kind of dude. I like him. He was actually pretty cool. I like him because he's got that, that cool strings, that puppet string kind of thing. That kind of, yeah, he's really cool. I like him. I like the dub. The dub for him is actually pretty, it sounds pretty promising so far, but again, I would have to hear more of it as we go along. Bullet's voice, I have mixed feelings about. It's okay, I guess. Again, I would have to get more. Again, I have to get used to it more. I would have to hear more of it. Nagenda. I only heard her voice in the not in the preview, but in the trailer when they showed the promo for Toonami. I only heard her voice in the promo, and I gotta say, she actually does sound like she is about her age. She actually does sound like she's about pretty much her age, because if I remember correctly, in the actual age, she is around like in her mid-20s kind of. So she does pretty much sound like she is her age as that young mid-20s woman. So it does kind of make sense that she would sound like that. Of course, we didn't get to other characters like Susano. We didn't get to them because he wasn't introduced yet. Chelsea, of course, we don't even have her yet either. Not until like I think another few episodes or whatever. So yeah. So when it comes to the dub in general, it's pretty solid. It's not fantastic or great, but it does capture some of the characters quite good. Like Tatsumi's is quite good. Again, I have to get used to it more when I actually watch it. But, he's quite good. He's getting those emotions there, serious, random, whatever. What I really liked is the voices I liked the most were, let's see, Tatsumi's voice I really liked a lot. Mine's, I kind of like it, sort of. I ain't hear too much of it. Leon's voice is pretty good. I like Leon's. Sheely's, I only heard a little bit of it. It sounds promising, it does. Lubach's voice sounds pretty promising. Bullet, mixed feelings about. And Nagenda's is actually, from what I heard in the promo, it sounds promising. And finally, when it comes to the voice actress I'm not a big fan of is Akame's. Akame's voice actress I'm not really a big fan of as much. But who knows, again, maybe once we get more characters, more in depth, maybe her voice actress will get better. But, we'll see, I guess. Again, I'm not really the biggest fan of her voice. I mean, I think she could sound a bit more younger instead of a bit more older. I know this video was supposed to be kind of quick, not too long, but I kind of extended just like a little bit more further. So, yeah. So, overall, what are your thoughts on the Akame Got Killed dub? Let me know if you see the Toonami premiere. If you already seen the first episode, give me your thoughts. To me, it's a pretty solid dub. It's not the most best dub, but it's pretty solid. So anyways, I just want to give my overall thoughts, and definitely cannot wait to see how the other characters they get introduced later down the line. Hopefully they're promising enough with their voices. So let me know your thoughts if you watch it on Toonami, or if you're going to keep watching the dub, or just stick with the sub, or you're just going to wait until either the DVDs or the Blu-rays of the English dub or whatever, etc., or just the licensed the licensed product of the DVD or the Blu-rays come out, whatever. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. This is the Ninja Reviewer. See you on the bounce. Peace out. Anime manga fans, keep supporting what you're reading, what you watch. And, yeah, so, that's all I gotta say. Peace.